sports fans around this big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth, in whatever city you may live in. Welcome to episode 9 of Happy Hour here on the VWU Sports Podcast. I am, of course, the owner and founder of the bar, Mr. Jacob B. You can call me Jake the Snake, JB. Doesn't matter what you call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. I'm being joined, as always, by my co-host and barkeys, first and foremost, Mr. Brandon Cuevas.
Yep.
Indeed, and we're also being joined by our other barkeep, our financial man himself, Andy HNIC, Mr. C. Carter. Indeed, and we're also being joined by our head bouncer man himself, Mr. Zach George.
And number one draft pick for the Baltimore Orioles in Road to the Show. currently playing second for the now renamed as of last season Chesapeake Bay Sox.
Yeah, long story.
Why did that sound?
It sounds a little weird, but it's. I think it's out to the Chesapeake River.
It's not that it sounded weird, but it's just somehow clicked for no reason.
Yeah. Anyways, we're also being joined by a regular making his return back to the bar. Is the owner and creator of New Japan Call Wrestling, and of course Call Wrestling Divine called him Mr. Eddie Lobo. Welcome back, good sir.
The Wolfman, his damn self.
Yes. Yeah. He's going to be muted for the time being because he's still waking up from a good waking up. So don't worry about it. He'll unmute when he feels ready. We're also being joined by our other regular, the Hellraiser himself, Mr. Cody Hagan, and he's got his nice shades on as well.
He's more and more looks like that guy from South Park. If you know, you know.
All right. Steady.
He said first of all sucks ass, and so does your team, Brandon.
Okay, easy.
Okay, settle, gentlemen. Settle. We got some serious stuff to talk about before we get down to our festivities. First, the reason I'm saying this is because over the week, unfortunately, we lost a legend in the world of boxing and entrepreneurialism. As at the age of 76, one of the greatest heavyweights to ever grace the boxing ring, in George Foreman, has sadly passed away.
The oldest man to ever hold the world's heavyweight championship in the fight game.
One of the greatest to ever grace the unboxing ring, has sadly passed away over the weekend. It's basically dealt a hammer blow to the unboxing community.
This comes as a shock to all of us. So sorry again, Jacob. At least, especially to my part, because I don't really follow boxing or boxing news like I should. If I'm gonna call myself the resident boxing guy to the podcast, but all the same, I didn't hear a lick about Big George having any type of long-term illness. So when I found out about this a few days ago, hit me like a right straight from Foreman himself. Like, good Lord.
Mm-hmm. I think. Well, let me hold on. Let me just go ahead and just chime in because George Foreman, probably one of the greatest boxers out there. You got to put him out there with Joe Frazier,
Muhammad Ali, freaking. Hold on, I'm getting my Evander Holy, the real deal. Evander Holyfield.
If you want to take it back a long ways, the first ever African American World Heavyweight Champion, Jack Johnson. Although the game was a lot way more brutal, way more different in the 20s.
Let me go ahead and read the story from ESPN. It says, Big George Foreman, one of the most influential and recognizable boxers of all time, died Friday. His family announced on his social media account he was 76 years old. Foreman, who won an Olympic gold medal in 1968, was a two-time heavyweight champion and Hall of Fame boxer. He is perhaps best known for the historic Rumble in the Jungle bout with Muhammad Ali in 1974 in Zurich. A fight Foreman lost in an upset via an 8th round knockout.
Yeah, it was one. It was one of Foreman's only 5 losses in his storied career. Believe it or
You
not.
want if I bring something up, guys?
Hold on.
Hold on, Codes.
This fight, by the way, is arguably the most famous fight of all time. And When We Were Kings film that chronicled the fight won an Oscar for Best Documentary Feature.
I actually had that. I don't know if I still have the DVD, but about like 10, 12 years ago, before I moved down here to Delaware, I actually had When We Were Kings on DVD, and I've seen it. Great documentary. I wasn't really into sports documentaries at the time when I watched it, but what with Big George's passing, now I really feel that I've either got to watch When We Were Kings, or I've actually got to go out of my way to watch the full fight. Plus, let's not forget the recent George Foreman biopic, Big George Foreman.
Indeed.
Now, let me go ahead and read on. Foreman made history yet again later in his career. He fought 5 more times after he lost the heavyweight championship to Ali at the age of 25, including a fifth round TKO victory over Joe Frazier, whom he stopped in 2 rounds to the first win the title, and a 5th round knockout of Ron Lyle in a classic slugfest. Lyle, by the way, because I know I mispronounced his last name.
Ron Lyle.
Yeah, after the 5th fight at 28, Foreman shockingly announced his retirement and began a career as an ordained minister in his native
he actually
Texas.
He actually became a born again Christian. It actually became an ordained minister where he was living at the time.
Yeah,
but
hold on, Cody.
I can't speak. Fuck's
sake. We're getting to where you were talking about. So hold still.
Foreman was retired for 10 years. He returned to boxing in 1987 at age 38 and mounted arguably the most impressive sports comeback ever. At first, Foreman padded his record with easy wins. One of them was a 2nd round knockout of Gary Cooney. But in 1991,
Jerry Cooney.
Yeah. But in 1991, Foreman proved this comeback was for real when he pushed the great Evander Holyfield to the brink in a classic heavyweight title fight at the age of 42. Though he was unsuccessful in his bid to become a 2-time heavyweight champion, Foreman was undeterred. 5 fights later, after a loss to Tommy Morrison, Foreman accomplished the unthinkable. Down on the scoreboard in another title fight, Foreman landed a 2-punch combination that laid Michael Moore down for the count of 10 in 1994. At the age of 45, at 45 years, 299 days old, Foreman was once again the heavyweight champion of the world, the oldest man to hold boxing's greatest prize, and also the oldest champion ever, a record that stood for 20 years. It happened. Jim Lampley called on the HBO broadcast. It happened. Now, I'll come back to the other half of the story later because I know Cody wants to chime in and wants to say something.
No.
And we know what it is.
We know George Foreman nowadays in the 2000s for becoming George Foreman, the grill salesman.
Well, because when he retired again from the world of boxing in the 2000s, he actually found out of a business idea because he wanted to be a businessman, and he heard through the grapevine from his wife, believe it or not, of a neighbor who was coming up with having an idea for a portable grill, but he couldn't get a good endorsement, so he decided why not put his name on it for a good portion. Little did he know that thing would blow up like gangbusters.
Wait. Because as you brought up, he did launch his grill, eponymous grill, which went on to sell more than 100 million units worldwide.
And believe it or not, that grill has made him more money than his entire boxing career, believe it or not.
Yeah, because in 1999, he sold the commercial rights to the George Foreman grill for $138 million.
Yeah, yeah. Which
And
is
also, the grill's name was the Next Gruen Nation.
Uh,
Let me
that
see
was
what
the
the
name
commercial says.
before George. That was the name of the product before George Foreman decided to slap his name on there. Believe it or not.
I think that here's the thing about George Foreman, because not only was he a great boxer, he was a great pitchman. Because I remember growing up, he used to be on those Midas commercials.
Oh yeah,
Really?
I remember those commercials.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
forgot about that. Nice catch,
Yeah.
Carter.
Yeah, so like I said, so he was a great pitchman. Whatever product he was promoting, sales went through the roof. That's how much of an
Basically,
impact he is.
anything he touched business wise, well, I think basically turned to gold. He had that touch.
Yes,
He had the
yeah.
Midas touch, no pun intended.
Yeah, that's
God
exactly
damn
what I was about to say, that because he was a great salesman, he was a great pitchman, he was a great fighter, a 2-time heavyweight champion. He'll be sorely missed.
Yeah, his record, if I remember correctly, it's somewhere somewhere, and I know somebody's going to look this up. It was 44 wins and only 5 losses, and 26 of them was, by the way, a knockout.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a record that can go in the annals and in the top 10 is the best records in boxing history. Believe it, if I remember correctly.
Oh boy, you're not gonna believe this, but counting his whole career together, his total fights, man, all his fights all together, 76 wins, only 5 losses. And you know what? 68 of those 76 wins were by knockout.
Okay, let me rephrase that. That should be in the top 10.
And boys, camera on me for a bit. Camera on me.
6 and 5. Imagine that.
There's a certain boxer in the fight game. If you know me, you know I have serious beef with. I'm not gonna say his name because even saying his name pisses me off. But his ring name is Money. Yeah, you.
I know
who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what you.
Pop Big Show in WrestleMania.
Well, y'all just be quiet.
You know what you've done. You know what you've done with your criminal record and all that. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the fact that unlike I'm just gonna say his name. Unlike Floyd, George was never afraid to get in the fucking phone box and beat your fucking head in.
You know the ultimate form of irony is.
Yeah, because didn't George get into trouble in 14 years old?
Yeah, I was just about to talk about that. The irony of it all is when he was a youngin', he actually got in trouble. He actually got mugged when he was a kid, and he had a little bit of bad trouble, and it landed him going into to boxing school, and it just snowballed from there.
Yeah,
and he got a gold medal.
Yeah, hold on. Because now I'm reading this from his Wikipedia page. By the way, George Foreman was born in Marshall, Texas.
Yeah, he was a proud Texan.
Yeah. So what happened was that he dropped out of school at the age of 15, and he spent time as a mugger.
Yeah, he was a mugger. The irony of it all. One of the greatest heavyweights of all time was a mugger.
Yeah, and as you brought up, at age 16, he had a change of heart, and he convinced his mother to sign him up for Job Corps after seeing an ad on Corps on TV, or the Corps on TV. As part of Job Corps, Foreman earned his GED and trained to be a carpenter and a bricklayer. Well, that changed that quickly. He was interested in football, but he gave it up for boxing. And boy, did he make the best decision he ever made, because good Lord, this guy can fight. This guy knew how to knock you out.
Knew the game. He had stones for hands.
And let let me add something about about win about winning gold in boxing. I don't I don't know if this correlation is still true in the modern fight game, but back when people like back when people like Tyson, fucking
Of all,
Tyson,
Holyfield.
Holyfield, Ray Leonard, fucking Foreman, back in the day when those guys fought for gold medals and won gold medals, the the thinking in the fight game was if if you if you won gold at boxing at the Olympics, then the next logical step was you being heavyweight champ.
Was you going into the pros? Because
Yeah.
if you could do that in the amateur and the Olympic level, then there's hope for you to go
You got a
to
chance.
you got a chance to go to the dance.
Yeah.
Jacob, you want to know? Is also ironic. Evander Holyfield's son is gonna be in wrestling. Not
Well,
boxing, wrestling.
yeah.
We know that.
What?
Yeah,
What?
we saw
Yeah, let's
down
not dive
WWE
deeper into that.
LFG. Now,
But speaking of his son, whose first name I'm forgetting,
who? Which one? Holyfield?
yes,
I
Um,
think it's
Eli
Tyson.
Holyfield.
You want
You
Eli?
talking about Elijah Holyfield?
Elijah
Yeah,
Holyfield,
yeah.
yes.
mm-hmm.
well, during the fiasco that was Netflix's Tyson Paul, he actually did commentary for a few matches on the on the on the undercard for that shit show.
Oh, trust me, I
And
watched that.
and if 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 wrestling doesn't work out for the boy, which I hope it does. I I would I wish him I wish him every success. We need more boxing stylists in the wrestling business. But
Okay. We're not gonna go talk about wrestling here.
All
This is
right,
not
all right,
wrestling
all right, all
podcast.
right.
yeah,
Let's wrap
the-
this up. Let's
the
wrap this up
point
because we got
the point the point I'm actually trying to get to is if that doesn't work, the boy's got such a great boxing mind being the Shung already that
Mhm.
even if he doesn't fight, he could always either coach or go into commentary.
You know,
Mm.
if there was
Hold on. Okay, we're cutting it here. Let me just point this out.
I just want to say something. Damn.
If you don't like it, walk out the door. But we're cutting it here. I'm just saying here now. Condolences to the Foreman family. God,
most
really,
definitely.
I just want to point this out. God, really want to see a rematch up there in the sky. The Rumble in the Jungle. He really wants to see it.
The Rumble in the Jungle round 2. Safe to say that auditorium up there is going to get packed to the gills.
Yeah, and you know what? They really are going to chant "Fight Forever." I mean, jeez.
they're gonna be losing their shit, and they're gonna have the best call. They're gonna have the best people on the call watch it as it goes down.
Yeah, I bet you Howard Cosell's gonna be up there calling this match. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like we said, condolences to the family. Let's go ahead and shift focus to why we're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, now that we got the seriousness out aside, let's get to the fun stuff. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the week 1 of March Madness is about to come to a close, and for the men, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into the Sweet 16.
Well, we're still busy dealing with the round of 32, but I can already go ahead and let me ask this question before we dive in. How's your bracket looking so far?
Yeah, how's your brackets right now? Because something tells me it's not looking good.
I ain't done a bracket, but I can tell you if I had done one.
Let's ask Gurik.
Yeah. Speaking of a bracket, man, let's talk to the Weevil himself.
Hold on for a second.
Well,
We're a bit behind, but still.
all right, whatever.
Now,
Anyways, Gurik, as Carter mentioned, how's your bracket?
Hey, Hey.
Correct.
Enough
Correct.
said.
You could
Enough
have been like
said.
me and not done jack shit.
Enough said. Enough said. Safe to say, Gurok's bracket, as is tradition, is broken.
Well, I brought this up because
Well, I won last year.
yeah,
Hey, years change, so does teams, man.
yeah. Well, I just want to point this out. We brought it up because there's going to be a new champion this year. Earlier
Yep.
today,
The Gators
Florida.
chopped down on the Huskies.
Yeah, Florida. Boy, it was as close as you can get. But Florida defeated UConn this afternoon, 77-75.
Yep. Unfortunately, the Gators for the Gators, they're going to be having some Huskies. They're going to be having some Huskies tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute heartbreaker. Like I said, I got the last 7 seconds of that game through play by play, thanks to my old man from talking to him on the phone earlier today. He happened to be watching that game while we were talking. Absolute heartbreaker.
Yeah, that has to hurt for UConn. No chances. No, sorry, boys. Your chance of a three-peat's in another castle.
Mm-hmm. Now, the last team that did three-peat, you gotta go all the way back to the '60s in UCLA.
Yeah, with Lou Alcindor and company.
Yeah,
Yep.
because they actually won like 7 in a row during the '60s. So,
Yeah, the only team to ever seven-peated.
yeah, UConn, hey, they put up a good fight. They won 2 in a row. They just couldn't make it to 3. So
All right, I'm going to ask this question: who here had Arkansas? Let me rephrase that. Arkansas making it this far in the tournament.
Personally, no.
Not
probably
I.
no one.
Personally, look, guys.
I didn't.
Let me put it up right now. I personally didn't have Arkansas making it this far, but considering that they have a coach who's from Kentucky, anything's possible.
You know what? That's fair enough.
Let me just bring, hold on. Let me
Completely
just bring this up. John Calipari. Let's be honest with ourselves. John Calipari was basically ran out of Kentucky, and
some tells me he decided to take that as motivation.
Yeah, yeah, he basically got ran out of Kentucky and went right straight to Arkansas.
They run that joker out of town on a rail, from what I heard.
Yeah, so and he just basically made Arkansas a winner. And I tell you what, not too many people expected the Razorbacks to get in the NCAA tournament, much less make it to the Sweet 16. But
yeah, because they're proving those statistics right, because not only did they're showing a low seed can make it to the Sweet 16, they also took out a 2 seed, which is part of the statistics as well, because yeah,
it's one thing when they beat Kansas in the first round. It's a completely different story when they turned around and beat St. John's.
They brought the paddles out to St. John,
Yeah, there was a whole lot of folks brackets that got burnt to the ground.
They hit St. John with the ugly stick. God damn.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of.
Yeah, if you saw the perfect bracket machine over on ESPN, we are down to just three brackets left.
Some tells me by the time we get to Sweet 16, that number's gonna be 0.
It's gonna be over, and those second chance brackets is gonna be blowing up.
Let me just go ahead and bring this up right now. So also, Duke had their way with Baylor, and what did they? 89-66 was the final.
God
damn! That wasn't the ugly stick. That wasn't the ugly stick. That was the beaten stick.
Now, yesterday.
Somebody called the cops. I'd like to report a homicide on a basketball court.
Yesterday, number 1 Auburn survived against Creighton 82-70.
Give much love to the Blue Jays. They put up a hell of a fight, but unfortunately, them Tigers, they show no mercy.
Yeah. So also, let me go ahead and bring this up. Houston defeated Gonzaga 81-76 yesterday.
Damn, the Zags are out. Fuck.
Yeah, them Zags got hit hard by them Cougars.
Yep. Tennessee had a rocky beginning, but they still came out on top.
Yeah,
They
somewhere
beat
Matt is a little upset. I think that's why he's hiding because he's upset that his Brewers got whipped by good old Rocket Time. Woo!
By
Yep.
by the Vols, go Vols.
Yeah, so Tennessee defeated UCLA 67-58. Texas Tech told Drake, "You ain't like us. You ain't not like us." Whatever he
Oh
said.
my God.
Oh
Texas
god
Tech,
damn it!
yeah, Texas Tech defeated Drake 77-64.
Nice.
They told Drake, they not like us. They not like us.
Stop it.
Jack, stop it! God damn it!
Also, BYU defeated Wisconsin. Wow,
Damn, though.
91-89.
Damn, that's close, but the Mormons
thriller in
beat
the
the
second
Badgers.
round.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's saying something.
Nice job to the Mormons.
Yeah, Purdue advanced to the Sweet 16, beating McNeese 76-62.
Hey,
McNeese,
I'll give McNeese some love, man. Our boys down in Louisiana proving that they had some spurs in them, but unfortunately, them Boilermakers was too hot for them.
Hey, before that, can we just give credit to Clemson for basically saying, hey, if you want to telling McNeese, hey, if you want to beat us,
earn it.
Yeah, because we ain't going out.
They went down swinging. But yeah, give the head coach of McNeese credit. He put up he put the Spurs to his team, and they put up a hell of a fight. But like I said, them Boilermakers, it was too hot to handle and too cold to hold.
Mm-hmm. Also, let me go ahead and proceed on with yesterday's scores. Michigan defeated Texas A&M 91-79.
Ooh, gut punch there for the Aggies as the.
I was about to say whoever had Texas A&M winning the championship, I know they're sorely disappointed.
I didn't because I expected Michigan.
There's gonna be no.
I'm fucked out March Madness, so.
Well, at least you got the second chance bracket, so at least you got that. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think also another thing to consider right now. We got 2 games going on right now.
Yeah, we do have 2 games. One of them in the Midwest region, already about to hit the halftime. Tight game between Illinois and Kentucky. Kentucky up by 4, 32-28.
Yes, 37-28 at the halftime.
Thank you very much.
I think I'm a little bit ahead of yours because I'm watching.
Actually, I'm way ahead of both of you. It's 37-32 Kentucky.
Yeah.
Ooh, mm-hmm. Illinois wants to play. Okay, I like it. And
meanwhile, over at the East region, St. Mary's and Alabama pretty much tied at 13 apiece right now in the first half.
Just getting started over in the East region. So you got 2 games going on so far. We got some more. There's going to be more games coming on later on tonight. I do believe. Hold back the fuck up.
Yeah, let me go ahead and bring this up. First and foremost, over in Seattle, we got Colorado State and Maryland.
Yep. So basically, the voice of Evan is going to be watching that game with bated breath. By the way, we're going to send our shout outs to Evan. Big news for him. Coming up later on this season, he's going to have arguably the best job in the world. Lucky bastard. He's going to be working at Northwest Stadium as their hype man.
Yeah. Oh, let me go ahead and bring this up. Jose is not going to be able to be here with us this evening.
All right.
So we'll see him Tuesday.
Okay. All right.
Now, also, let me go ahead and bring this up later on this evening. The Rebels of Ole Miss are going to do battle with Iowa State in Milwaukee.
Yep, the South region will end up tonight's festivities with a doubleheader. And rounding out the festivities will be the Lobos of New Mexico. We're going head-to-head with the Spartans of Michigan State.
Mm-hmm. And the nightcap, back to Seattle we go. Oh, by the way, the New Mexico Michigan State game is going to be at the Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Over in Seattle, we got Oregon and Arizona.
Yep. I'll round out the festivities for tonight. And once all these games are done, well, we will now enter the Sweet 16.
Mm-hmm. Now, meanwhile, for the women, That's so many one-side games. I even don't know where to begin because, good lord. First and foremost,
Why do you think I flipped the middle finger? My Lady Hoosiers got cooked.
well, we'll get to the Lady Hoosiers in a minute. Who would have thought that UConn would decide? Okay, welcome to the tournament. Come on in, have a seat, Arizona State. You ain't gonna stay for a while because we're gonna blow you out. The kingdom comes. Good God, did they? Yesterday they defeated Arkansas State 103-34.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not an ass whipping. That's just bringing out the AA cannons and just douche, 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 douche.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
That's just that should be counted for CPS, you know?
Yeah, that's just wrong. Now, like I said, the time it started on Friday. South Carolina defeated Tennessee Tech. This is the first round, by the way. South Carolina defeated Tennessee Tech in the Birmingham region, 104-48.
Yep, that was in Birmingham 1 over at Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep. Also,
Alabama.
yeah, over at Spokane, UCLA defeated Southern 84-46.
Hey, I'm happy that Southern University got in for congrats to my Lady Jaguars.
Mm-hmm. Back over in Birmingham, Region 3, the Region 3 in Birmingham.
Birmingham 2.
Yeah. TCU defeated Fairleigh Dickinson 73-51.
Nice job to the lady Horn Frogs at Texas Christian.
Mm-hmm. And back to the first Birmingham. Duke defeated Lehigh 86-25.
A lot of passes here.
Damn.
Hey, Carter, can you bring back in the Lobo?
Yeah, bro. Damn.
Give me a second.
I'm gonna be right back.
There we go.
I'm gonna be right back, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, let me go ahead and continue. Kentucky survived against Liberty 79-78.
I guess their coverage paid through honestly.
Yeah,
my God.
They just survived. I don't think Akron got in the tournament.
No.
Actually. I don't think they did. So
on the men's they did, but
yeah.
Oh, they did. I'll check. Hold on, I'll check for them. Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, Akron got in on the men's side. They did. I think they played in the first 4 games.
Oh yeah, they did, and I think they were. I think did they get? I don't think they made it. No, they didn't. Yeah, they got. Sorry.
Also, let me go ahead and continue on. Baylor back in the Spokane region. This is Spokane number 1. The one of which I read back in Spokane number 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Back in Birmingham. Ohio State defeated Montana State 71-51.
Sheesh.
Back over at Spokane, Kansas State defeated Fairfield 85-41.
That's in Spokane. That's in Spokane 2.
Yeah, you know what? I'd be glad when they go back to going east, west, north, south region because doing these at the cities makes it confusing.
Yeah, they need to do that because honestly, doing it at just 2 cities and having 2 different regions is annoying.
Well, we do got an upset on the women's side.
We'll get to that shortly. Still in the first round, Ole Miss defeated Ball State 83-65.
Nice job, both your men and the women made it past the first round. There, buddy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, back over in Birmingham, Tennessee defeated South Florida 101-66.
Ouch.
Yeah. Over in Birmingham, Michigan defeated Iowa State 80-74. And over in Birmingham, we did have upset in the first round. Number 10 Oregon defeated number 7 Vanderbilt 77-73.
I guess them Ducks had something inside them because they sunk them Commodores.
Yeah, and back over in Birmingham, number 7 Louisville defeated Nebraska 63-58.
I kind of figured them Cardinals like corn.
Oh boy.
Now, meanwhile, back over here in Birmingham, this is the first round. Indiana defeated Utah 76-68.
Well, at least you got. Hey, be happy, Hoosier. You made it past the first round.
And Richmond defeated Georgia Tech 74-49, and that was Friday's scores. Yesterday, the first round continued. Yesterday, USC defeated UNC Greensboro 71-25.
I kind of figured as much because I kind of figured as much with them lady Tar Heels.
This is UNC Greensboro.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Trojans.
Fair enough. Yeah, them lady Trojans. Yeah, you're right.
Texas defeated William and Mary. Well, the Tribe can go ahead and go back to the Tribe. 101-65 was the final score.
Lobo's got to be happy that his Lady Longhorns got the job done.
Yeah, we spoke about UConn and Arkansas State just basically taking the Lady Redwoods to the woodshed.
Showing no mercy.
Yeah. NC State defeated Vermont in 75-55 in the Spokane region. Oklahoma defeated Florida Gulf Coast in the Spokane region 81-58. North Carolina defeated Oregon State 70-49 in the Birmingham region.
Yep. Got that.
Yeah, last night the Lady Tigers of LSU showed out their dominance, beating San Diego State 103-48.
Thank you very much.
Now you got Florida State to deal with.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Maryland defeated Norfolk State in the Region 2 bracket in Birmingham, excuse me. 82-69.
You gotta believe that, like I said, Evan's got to be over the moon that both the men and the women made it to the NCAA tournament.
Let me go ahead and bring in. There we go.
We got the Savage Man in the house. Welcome in,
yeah.
Jamal.
Yeah, I apologize for being on hold for so long. Alabama defeated Green Bay in the Birmingham region, 81-67. Iowa defeated Murray State, 92-57. Excuse me. That was in the Spokane region. Back in the Birmingham region, West Virginia advances, beating Columbia 78-59.
I guess Columbia is still known not just for coffee.
Florida State defeated George Mason in the Spokane region 94-59.
Yep.
We had another upset. Number 10 South Dakota State defeated Oklahoma State 74-68 in the Spokane region. Now, Michigan State defeated Harvard 64-50 in the Spokane region. Mississippi State defeated California 59-46 in the Spokane region.
Okay, that's got to be like I said, that's got to be something that you got to be baffled by, that both men and the women on the basketball courts in both Mississippi schools are showing amazing progress in the NCAA tournament.
Well, to be fair, the Mississippi State men lost to Baylor in the first round. So, but hey, you got to take it like they come.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Illinois, by the way, defeated Creighton 66-57. Now, onto today's game.
Yep, let's get to the round of 32. We already had a game already finaled as we speak. In Spokane region, Ole Miss moves on to the Sweet 16, beating the Baylor Bears in a very tight matchup. 69-63 was the final.
Yeah, I just want to point this out. I'm stunned that Ole Miss defeated Baylor. I mean, sheesh. I tell you what, the Lady Rebels are doing a wonderful job over there. A wonderful job. Yeah. I got to tip my head out to the head coach of Ole Miss. I don't know her name, but she did a very great job with this team, and they're going to do. Wish them the best of luck, because the Sweet 16 and whomever the number 1 seed is, it's going to be. I don't know.
Good luck. In the Birmingham region, Birmingham won. We already had 2 matches already completed. We gotta bring it up, Cody. The Indiana Hoosiers faced the wrath of the reigning champs, the Lady Gamecocks, and unfortunately they came just a bit short. 64-53 was the final.
Well, let me just bring this up real quick. You gotta give you have to give Indiana credit. They took the fight to South Carolina. They
That
kept
they
the
did.
game as close as they can, as close as possible. In the end, South Carolina just wanted it more.
It
So,
comes down to this: if you want to win in advance, you gotta keep that foot on the gas.
Okay. and that's what happened. Now, I'm pretty sure Don Staley is not too happy that the game was this close. So I'm pretty sure she's not too thrilled that the game was this close. So I'm pretty sure she's already going to be working them hard, getting them ready for the Sweet 16. By the way, their opponent is going to be determined tomorrow when Alabama and Maryland do battle.
Yep. Finishing up the Birmingham region's final scores. Duke, in a narrow win over the Oregon Ducks, takes their dub. 59-53 was the final.
Yeah. Congratulations to the Lady Blue Devils.
Yes, indeed. And they will face the winner of either West Virginia or UNC. That will be happening tomorrow night as well. So we could be having that big rivalry matchup if UNC does the JOB.
I'm saying this right now, guys. I'm expecting. Wait, Sweet 16. We're talking here. Yeah. Sweet 16. I'm expecting an old rivalry to show up on the women's side.
Yeah, the rear ugly head.
On that one. Now, also, Kansas State upset at Kentucky 80-79
in overtime, mind you, an overtime thriller. Taking down the Lady Wildcats, somewhere Jason Brown is drinking heavy.
I think he's not drinking too heavy. I mean, the Kentucky men is still in the swing of it.
Fair enough. He's not hitting that hard, but the other Lady Wildcats at Kentucky State's moving on to the second Spokane region. They will face off against either the Lady Bulldogs of Mississippi State or the Lady Trojans of USC. Good luck there, ladies.
I just want to point this out, Jacob. The Lady Bulldogs of Mississippi State. It's been fun. It's been great, but your run ends here.
Finishing up the Birmingham region in region number 2, the second Birmingham. We only had one, and that is the Lady Irish of Notre Dame taking care of Michigan in dominant and good fashion. 76-55 was the final.
Notre Dame is going to be a rating. By the way, this game is on the way even as we speak.
It just finished in the first quarter. You can check it out on ESPN as we speak.
Yeah. By the way, TCU is leading Louisville midway through the second quarter, 30-17.
Yeah, the winner of that will face the Lady Irish in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, so that's saying something. And like we said, all these games, by the way, taking place tomorrow. Over in Region 1, Spokane, UCLA and Richmond, they're going to do battle.
That's later on tonight.
That's tomorrow. That's later on tonight. Between UCLA and
I got it. Don't worry. That's going to be but in fact, later on tonight, in just over an hour, Tennessee and Oklahoma and Ohio State will be doing battle. At 8:00, and as we said, the UCLA and Richmond game will be the nightcapper.
Now tomorrow, get to what I was trying to say. Tomorrow we have USC and Mississippi State. Tomorrow.
That's going to be their nightcap game. It's going to kick off at noon with the nooner game between NC State and Michigan State. Then we're going to be heading over to Birmingham for Texas and Illinois. Then at 5:00, we'll see Alabama and Maryland do battle. Then at 7, we will see UNC and West Virginia hooking it up. Actually, hold on. Actually, before Alabama, Maryland, my apologies. At 4:00, we will see Iowa and Oklahoma do battle. Then at 5, we'll see Alabama, Maryland, and then at 7, at 7, we'll see West Virginia and UNC and North Carolina do battle.
You skip one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, then at 7, and then at 8, we'll see South Dakota State and UConn do battle, and then we'll get to the nightcap game. Yeah,
I was about to say you still skip one. Florida State and LSU.
Oh yeah, you're right. And that's at 6. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, you're not. So yeah, safe to say, if you missed out on some good action tonight, don't worry. You're not. You still got some chances to to get your fill on some good college basketball action. Now, before we move on, it's only due diligence. Since we are in the month of madness in college sports, it's only fair that our boy Gurok gets some fill in as well. That we go on to the college ice, because they got their own version of the madness as well.
Oh yeah. So the men's college hockey tournament, it is upon us this weekend. The selection show was today, and the top 4 ranked teams that are in here are number 1 ranked Boston College, the number 2 Michigan State, number 3 Maine, and number 4 Western Virginia.
You mean
They'll all be.
You mean Western Michigan?
Western Michigan. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm following you on Discord, but yeah, for them, the road to the Frozen Four will begin very soon, believe it or not.
Yes, they will. Yes, it will begin this Thursday. So, first off, in the Manchester region, the Eagles will face tournament debutants Bentley in a battle of the Bay States, and in the other semifinal, we have the defending champions, the Denver Pioneers, against Providence.
Yes, and in the second region, in Fargo, North Dakota, we will see Western Michigan going head to head with the Golden Gophers of Minnesota State.
No.
It's just Minnesota.
Oh,
Minnesota. The Golden Gophers are Minnesota. The Minnesota State. Hold on, let me.
That's okay. I don't know their nicknames there, but yeah, Minnesota State will go head to head with Western Michigan. But the Golden Gophers of Minnesota are in this region. They're going to take on UMass.
Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. Now I made this
The
clear.
Mavericks of Minnesota State.
Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute. Time out. I just want to point this out. Whenever I see Minnesota State, it reminds me of that TV show that used to came on during the '90s, Coach.
Oh, yeah, I love that show. Yeah.
Now, over in the Allentown region, and by the way, Minnesota's going to play against UMass in the Fargo region.
The Golden Gophers will go head to head with Massachusetts University.
Over in the Allentown regional, Maine is going to play against Penn State.
Yep.
While UConn making their tournament debut, is going to play against Quinnipiac.
Yep.
And rounding out the festivities in Toledo, Ohio, in the Toledo region, we're helping you out here, Gurok, because thanks to Discord. The Spartans of Michigan State will go head to head with arguably the dark horse in Cornell University.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. And
lastly, I didn't even know Cornell schools like UConn had a hockey program. I mean, it makes sense because they're in Connecticut, but.
Yep. And finally, in the other semifinal, the Terriers of Boston University will be facing Ohio State.
And the winners of these regions will meet in the Frozen Four in the semifinals in the Frozen Four. Where's this going to be taken at this year, Gurok?
St. Louis.
It is at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri.
So the winners of these regionals will be beamed up to the USS Enterprise for the Frozen Four.
Yes, I wonder which one's going to be doing the welcome, Captain Kirk or Captain Picard.
Some tells me it's going to be Captain Picard.
Yeah, but I just want to bring this up.
Hey boys, stop! I'm gonna make the deep cut. I'm gonna make the Star Trek deep cut. Neither. It's gonna be Ben Sisko.
Yeah, he's somewhere talking to the prophets. Let's leave that alone.
But
Hey,
it's going to be a very wild ride in the college hockey.
Yes, indeed. To the 18s, we wish you good luck on the road to the Frozen Four. It kicks off this Thursday night. Safe to say, whoever makes it to the Frozen Four, good luck, because you're going to earn it.
Yep, absolutely. All right, then, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and shift focus because we still got a lot more to talk about. Let's go ahead and head out to the NBA court.
Let's go.
Yes, indeed. As we are still marching towards the NBA playoffs, And we got some stuff to talk about here.
Well, first and foremost, before we do anything else, I do believe yes, we do have an Uber.
Oh boy! All right, who's got an Uber waiting outside?
Well,
It's the Wizards.
yeah,
Oh
it's the
well,
Wizards.
hey
Yeah,
Washington.
you knew it was coming.
Congrats on tanking. Congrats on taking. Hope that draft pick's worth it.
Hey, Washington. You Uber outside. So, don't be that team, eh, fellas? Man, last time these boys had a winning record, Fred Flintstone started at point guard. Y'all gonna be real mad if Cooper Flagg says he's staying at Duke, I know that.
Flintstone was point guard.
Flintstone. We decided to go back to the Stone Age. But
that's a good one.
When have the Wizards ever really been relevant in the grand scheme of the NBA?
Not when they were known as the Baltimore Bullets.
Actually, the last time they was relevant was when Michael Jordan was over there.
John Wall.
I'd say about the time that Michael Jordan was
and
there.
even then they were still ass.
Yep.
But he didn't help matters either. I mean,
That was the fastest prime
Hold on.
Jordan, so it
Yeah, I was about
really
to
couldn't
say.
save him.
I was about to say, he didn't help matters either. This is the same guy decided, let me go ahead and use my number 1 overall draft pick to draft Kwame Brown.
And he's in a passive prime Jordan is still the best.
Gasol.
And that's still probably the best player that they've had on their team in a minute.
Yeah.
I just want to point this out that this has been a very tough year for him. Needless to say, nothing more can be said. That's all there is to it. Now, yesterday, I want an explanation from the Lakers. It's a pity that Matt's not here, but
yeah,
I do want an explanation from him. How in the world did the Bulls lose to the Lakers last night? And
No. You had it backwards. How did the Lakers get their asses handed to them by the Bulls? The Bulls.
Yeah. 146 to 115.
Hey, boys. I have an explanation. The Bulls were extra salty that their only championship banners ever got roasted by a Disturbed concert, so they went and they took it out on LeBron and Bronny.
They made Chicago look like Real Madrid.
I'm not quite sure. I gotta check on that one, Lobo.
Now, let me also bring this up. Yesterday, Atlanta defeated Golden State 124 to 115. Where the hell was the defense? Where the hell the defense in all these games? Pacers defeated the Nets 108 to 103. Knicks beat the Wizards 122 to 103.
Come on, Pacers! I'm not an Indiana fan, but you should be beating Brooklyn by more than 5. That's all I'm gonna say.
To be fair, didn't a prominent team lose to the Nets earlier this season?
I believe so.
Yeah.
What was that team's name?
By the way, Eddie, to answer your question,
I know it weren't us.
Yeah, Lucas scored 34 points during that game. 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Yeah, meanwhile, LeBron was struggling.
Now, San Antonio.
It's a long stretch, Lobo.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for San Antonio, to be honest with you, especially.
I think the luck of the Spurs died when Wemby and De'Aaron Fox got hurt.
Yeah, they're 3
done.
games. Yeah, I was about to say they're 3 games
pretty much
behind Phoenix and Dallas for that last play-in spot.
Y'all is big cook.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, I don't like their chances of getting in. Chris Paul better go back to the fountain of youth, and he better do it quickly.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, so I just want to bring that up. Also, yesterday, shit that for a second. Yeah, yesterday, the Bucks defeated the Kings, 114 to 108. So, very impressive, very interesting.
Indeed.
Now, so far today, with the games going on right now, even as we speak, The Hornets are leading the Heat in the second quarter, 45 to 41.
Hello?
The Hornets.
Hello?
And we shouldn't be surprised. Miami has dropped 10 straight ball games.
Well,
Even though-
it's starting to change.
Even though they literally just beat the Lakers.
Yeah. Well, so let's start with just an update. Miami is catching up to them. Charlotte, 45-41 with 5 minutes and change left in the half.
But it's Charlotte, though, bruh.
You ain't seen none yet. The Hawks are leading the 76ers 53 to 37.
As
That don't surprise me.
Yeah,
seriously.
I'm just trying to figure out who's left because MB's done for the year. Paul George is done for the rest of the regular season. So
the last time Charlotte were good was when they had Kemba Walker. Fucking fight me.
Actually, last time Charlotte was good was when they had Alonzo Mourning. Larry Johnson, and then of course, you get what I mean.
That's
Charlotte.
fair. That's fair. I give you that.
Yeah, when it was in Charlotte. Now, when this team moved to New Orleans, then you got to bring up Chris Paul. Speaking of the Spurs, the north of the border, the Spurs are leading the Raptors 48 to 31.
We have 5 minutes to change left in the half.
A must win if you're San Antonio because you kind of need that win. If you're going to try to get some playoffs.
If not,
need some wins in a hurry.
There's going to be an Uber waiting for you.
Oh, what a mess.
Well, we're in the basketball right now, Cody. And by the way,
you missed everything.
Your Pacers beat the Nets last night.
I know that. Do you guys talk about the Bulls just kicking the living
we
dog?
just
talked about that. Yeah, we just did. So okay.
Now, the Celtics are leading the Trailblazers 54 to 46.
With 2 minutes and change left in the half over in Portland.
Yeah, I'm expecting the Trailblazers to get their Uber soon.
Well, we had 2 games that are on the final, and none of them are surprise.
Yeah, first and foremost, the Pistons defeated the Pelicans 136 to 130. Sorry, Jacob.
I'm so glad we're already done with the season.
We'll wake you up when the season ends.
Just like Green Day. Wake me up when the season ends.
How the fuck are the Charlotte Hornets waiting Miami Heat?
Well,
that's exactly what the fuck I said.
Time out. Gentlemen, come to the top. Hold on. Time out. First and foremost, gentlemen, keep this in mind. These are professional basketball players. Teams ain't gonna roll over and let you stump over them.
Got a point. He's got a point.
Also, Cavaliers defeated the Jazz. 120 to 91.
Yeah, they're making a play for that one. They're making a push for that 1 seed easily.
Someone's having an echo.
It's safe to say the Cavs are going for that 1 seed by hook or by crook.
Jesus Christ.
Now, before we do hit the ice, it's time for us to play another round of
Wait, before I guess, who fucking did something stupid this time around?
All right, let me go ahead and explain this story. Now, in the state of New York, during the high school playoffs, especially during the title game, head coach decided to pull the ponytail of one of his basketball players and started yelling at her when the game was over. He pulled up ponytail.
What are you doing? That's a whole child.
Yeah. Just pulled his. Just
and
pulled
the result of that, he got fired.
Yes, he did get fired. The man did get fired. Now,
hold on.
Her teammate spoke up for her in defense of her. And
Thank God.
Head coach just pulled. Now, I wish Jose was here so we could play the video so you could see it. But I do have it on Discord. You just got to stroll up a little bit.
To be fair and honest, I thought the way this participant this time around was going to be Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
He's already fucking on enough. What are you talking about?
You.
So I just saw a news report and he decried racism and pocket watching him on NBA media and power brokers.
What?
I'm not even going to talk about
Let's
that.
not touch that. Let's not touch that.
Oh, my bad.
Now, here's the thing.
You're good.
Yeah, here's the thing. I just want to point this out. Like I
fucking
said,
Kyrie saying stupid shit. What's new?
no, hold on, gentlemen. Now, I just want to point this out to that head coach. Thank you for being a contestant on Fuck Around. Good luck at the unemployment office. You better hope you don't get sued by her parents. So, good luck with that, buddy.
I think
Hang on. We'll see. We'll see on Tuesday if we get up on that one.
Whatever.
Camera on me right quick.
All right.
Hey, fuckhead. What are you doing putting hands on players anyway? A. B. Why you putting hands on players in high school? And C. Why you gotta be a fuckhead? I'm glad you got fired. Good luck at the unemployment office. I hope you get sued to fuck. And you're lucky your ass ain't getting fitted for an orange jumpsuit. Bye. Fuck out of my bar. Fuck out of my podcast.
Damn.
Anyways, now that this is
another coach engaging in the Urban Meyer school of assaulting your players. That's lovely.
God damn it! I hate that I get that reference. I hate Jamal. I'm hating you right now, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, who's to say? Yeah, I was about to say who's to say this coach didn't do in his spare time go to a nearby club and do some bumping and grinding?
God damn!
With a fresh 18-year-old girl.
God damn!
Hey, you never know. Now before we sink deeper and deeper into the gutter, let's go ahead and change the subject.
Please,
please. For my sanity.
As we continue on March.
That's cute that you want to try to value your sanity on a podcast like this.
Hey, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucky 7.
Yes, indeed. Not only is the grade 8 just 7 goals away, but there's also a bonus for him and the Capitals. Hey, Caps! Congratulations! We have something for you.
Hey, give me a sec.
Huh. First one here. Let's see y'all trying to say we ain't deserve it this time. Give me the bridge now.
All caps, bitches. Let's go.
It took us near the end of March, but the Washington Capitals are the first ones to punch their ticket to the playoffs.
Let's fucking go.
Yep. Now, like we said, Alexander Ovechkin stands at 8-8-8. Wow.
888. The grade 8 is at 888. He is 7 away from the record.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually talking about this with my dad earlier on the phone when I was laying in bed before I got up for today. 7 goals in 12 games. Do we think that's doable?
Yeah. Depending on who they're facing.
Yeah. It depends on who they're facing up against them. Who they're facing up against in those upcoming 12 games.
Well, their next opponent is the Jets.
Then we got the Sabres.
That's gonna be a hard one.
Buffalo can help you. Buffalo can help.
Now, Jacob, Alex over. How the fuck do you say his last name?
Ovechkin.
That motherfucker broke Wayne Gretzky's NHL gold record.
Not yet,
you fool.
Yeah, I've seen like a Reddit post. There was an on ice ceremony.
No, that was a record he broke.
Getting information from Reddit is like getting information from Wikipedia. You got to be very careful.
Yeah,
you never know when it's altered.
Yeah, he's got a point. But yeah, Ovi is getting closer and closer. And if he can do it in these next 12 games, some tells me the District of Columbia is going to be losing their outright shit.
And that also means that if he does get it done this year, you're going to see him a hell of a lot less next year.
And also, Pat Maroon retired. He has plans to retire.
Just want to point this out. The Capitals have 13 games left this season, regular season. 13. Can he get 7 goals in 13 games? I think it's possible. It just depends on who he's facing. Because as we brought up, I don't know how long ago it was, there's a whole lot of teams that want to be the one that break the record. That he broke a record against. So
yeah, it's true. So yeah, it's safe to say if he does break the record this season, best believe whoever gets the footnote is going to be having that for the rest of the time.
Jose raised up a good point. Imagine if Ovi is 1 goal away from breaking the record after the regular season ends.
That's going to be a gut punch. That's going to hurt.
Because then he'll have to start all over next year, I think.
No, it's going to carry over, but he's going to have to literally go 82 games just to get 1 goal.
You know what? I think that if he scores a goal in the playoffs, it still count.
Does it?
No, sir.
Damn. I guess not. Damn.
The Gretzky record he's going for is regular season goals. Thereby,
it's the all-time record. It's the all-time record, not regular season. It's all-time.
So the playoffs count.
So, yeah. I'm about to say, if it's all-time, it don't really matter. He just has to get 7 goals for the rest of the entire season. Which is actually doable.
So, that's 13 games left in the season. It can be done.
We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Winnipeg, Minnesota, then Buffalo, then of course Boston, Carolina, Chicago, then the Islanders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
then
our next 3, I think, are Winnipeg, Buffalo, and help me out, Brandon.
Yeah, they're Winnipeg, Minnesota, and Buffalo.
Yeah, Winnipeg, Minnesota, and Buffalo. You got the Jets, Wild, and Sabres.
That's doable. He can at least get a goal in all 3.
No,
I can see that.
That's true.
Hold on. Before you even finish that thought, Hoser, is it actually relevant to what we're talking about?
I'm talking about the standings.
Okay, fair enough. He is talking about the standings.
The Metropolitan Division only has 1 team that's in the playoffs, and the Clinton.
I'm about to say we're so far away from any other team getting in there. It's not even a bother.
Hey, Ma.
We want to discuss it.
Can you start a few more? Love you.
Yeah. It's too quick to discuss it. Let me also bring this up while we are in the neighborhood.
By the way, if y'all wondering the reason
just realized
why my
Bruins have 69 points.
I think that's the
nice, Boston. Nice.
Let me also bring this up. Yes, RC. Canada really does love hockey.
Yeah,
it's just that a hockey team from Canada hasn't won the Stanley Cup since Montreal did it back in 1993.
They got close. They got close during the after bubble era. So
yeah.
The Edmonton Oilers came close, but
they did.
Yeah, Edmonton last year. Yeah, you're right.
See, Will, here's the issue. Canada loves hockey, but hockey don't really love Canada like that no more.
It's turning into an abusive relationship, unfortunately.
Now, bringing up the standings real quick, as Cody brought up, they did say Washington's about to win the Metropolitan because they're pretty much far ahead of Carolina. 102 points to 88 points.
I doubt the Hurricanes going to catch up.
Now, the only thing that's still questionable is between us and Winnipeg, who takes the President's Trophy, and that's going to get sorted out this Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's the big question because
doesn't Winnipeg have a tiebreaker over you guys anyway?
Yeah, but Washington has the lead. So if Washington wins, they'll have a big advantage for the President's Trophy, and they'll take away that tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So they need to win.
It's must win for the Caps.
if we know from years past, especially previous, whoever wins the President's Trophy is immediately fucked in the playoffs.
Well,
Not necessarily.
Hold on. Now, Cody does have a point because some people believe the President's Trophy is cursed.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
Who could ever forget? Who could ever forget the sweep of the Lightning from the Blue Jackets?
Mm-hmm. So then there is some people believe that the President's Trophy is cursed, but hey, it's not for us to say. Nobody here is Papa Shango. So let's just move on. Now, let me also bring this up. We got a dogfight in that Atlantic Division.
Yeah, the
Florida.
Hold
on, Cody. Florida, Toronto, and Tampa.
More specifically, it's just Tampa and Florida. Look at the stats. GPs, both are 70 wins.
Time out.
Oh my God!
Stop! Nobody's concerned about the games played at this point. They're more concerned about points.
Because all GP means is games played. You fucking bellend.
I'm not a bellend. Shut up.
Okay,
you act like one. You act like one.
Anyway,
now Florida, Toronto, and Tampa. Florida and Toronto, they're tied at 87. Geez, this is tough because
Tampa, who's going to be playing later on tonight, is just 2 points right behind them.
Yeah, as I said, this is tough because Florida and Toronto, they're tied in points and they're also tied in wins.
Yeah, they're basically at each other's throats.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what do you do. What's the next tiebreaker? They're tied in wins. Where do they go next?
Where do you go in the tiebreaker? The Atlantic Division.
Goal difference.
Goal difference.
Okay.
Goal difference. Yeah, goal difference is there.
In that case, then they better hope and pray that Tampa doesn't tie up with them, because they all end up with the same record and the same points. And it goes to goal difference. Tampa's defense is tough.
Tampa's defense is almost locked down.
Mm-hmm. So, but now I just want to bring that up and bring that along. Now, over in the West, Winnipeg they got an 8-point lead over Dallas in the Central.
And they got the lead over the Stars in the Central Division, but that can change over this next games as we head into April.
Yeah, as I said, pay close attention to what's going on with Dallas, Colorado, and Minnesota because
keep an eye on those three teams because they can catch up to. They can start mounting a big comeback and get hot and go after the Jets.
Same can be said with St. Louis, surprisingly.
I was about to bring them up. St. Louis is on a 5-game winning streak.
You're not wrong. St. Louis is on a 5-game winning streak, and if there's any time to get hot, it's right now. It's the perfect time.
Yeah, don't even count out the hockey club because
the hockey club can pull up.
They've been fighting.
Yeah, they're
getting nasty.
Of it. Now over in the Pacific,
Utah getting nasty.
Yeah, let's just be glad that Karl Malone is miles away from this team.
Well, if you're wondering about you and Cody's Blackhawks, long story short,
they already got the Ubers.
Yeah, might as well just go ahead and get this out of the way.
Hey, Chicago, you Uber outside? A tremendous waste of 272 national TV slots. You know it's bad when the 5 players they actually had are happy about this. And maybe next year they can be the 3rd worst team in the league.
Nice. Hey yo, I got a hot.
That's just mean.
I got a hot take. Blackhawks fans can disagree.
National TV slots.
Blackhawks fans can disagree with me all they want. I don't care. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna sit on business because I can't stand on that bitch because my condition. Honestly, I think them getting rid of / letting Patty Kane go was a mistake.
It's not like they had a choice. It was forced because of what happened.
Now, let's go ahead and get back on track. Yeah. Vegas leads the Pacific Division, but Edmonton and the Kings are charging right behind them. By the way, speaking of the Kings, let me bring this up. Hold on. Let me bring this up about the Kings because they took Carolina to the woodshed yesterday.
It was not pretty. It was ugly. Those kings sharpened their swords.
Those Kings pretty much just turned the Hurricanes into a tropical depression.
Yeah.
7-2 was the final score.
God damn.
And I'm checking out the wild cards right now, starting in the East. So far, Ottawa and the Canadiens are holding down the wild card spots, but believe it or not, both New York teams and the Blue Jackets and Red Wings are coming up on them for the wild card spots. Believe it or not.
Yeah, they're still in the thick of it.
Hey, who's got the Metro wild card spot?
Let's see. Since Washington has the best record is leading the best record so far, they would get the second wild card spot, which is Montreal.
No.
Yeah.
No. What I'm asking is, who from the Metro is in the wild card?
There's no one in the Metro. The
no
wild
one in the
card
Metro,
is
believe it or
the
not.
best teams, regardless of division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So the Metro, as far as wild cards go,
that would be New York is the
one of them to be the Devils.
Yeah,
New
Jersey's in third.
Yeah, New Jersey's got the third slot in the Metro. He's got the third seat in the Metro.
Yeah, you have to look at the Rangers because they're a point behind Montreal for that last wild card spot.
Yeah, and the Islanders are just 2 points right behind Montreal and a point behind the Blue Shirts.
Mm-hmm. And
Colorado over on the west side.
Not Colorado. Hold on, Jacob. Columbus is 4 points behind Montreal, and Detroit is 5 points behind. Don't count. You can't count out the Bruins yet.
Yeah.
I would. They've lost 5 straight.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, they did lose 5 straight. So
Columbus, Columbus lost 6 straight so far. And
the Bruins lost to the Sharks. That should tell you everything.
That's it.
Yeah, let me also bring this up to the West. Hold on, gentlemen. Let me bring this up to the West. Minnesota and St. Louis, they got the wild card spots. Both of them from the Central. But Calgary is 2 points behind St. Louis. Vancouver is 3. The Hockey Club,
it's 4.
Yeah,
it's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got bringing up the rear is Anaheim and Seattle.
Yeah, Anaheim is 11 points out.
Look, boys, it's 17 minutes after 7. I'm gonna head on out. It's been good.
All right, see you on Tuesday.
See you Tuesday.
Yeah, so I think let me just go ahead and just bring this up. Let me go ahead and one of the scores here that we have tonight. First and foremost, some finals. We do have some finals. The Blackhawks defeated the Flyers this afternoon, 7-4. Boy, I feel sorry for the goalies. Good God, this is ugly.
It is filthy nasty, and it's not funny.
Yeah, the Sabres defeated the Jets this afternoon, 5-3.
That hurt because that hurt because we needed them points to get back in the fight with the Caps, so that hurt.
Mm-hmm. Also, the Blues over on the USS Enterprise. The Blues are leading the Predators 2-1 in the second period.
Early in the second period, so it's a tight matchup. You can check this game out on ESPN Plus, or if you want to go local, FanDuel Sports Midwest for our Blues boys, and FanDuel Sports South for our boys in Smashville.
Mm-hmm. Now, you gotta give the Penguins credit. They're trying to call their way back into the playoff hunt somehow. They're leading the Panthers right now, 3-1 in the second period.
Somewhere Tampa and Toronto are got themselves a good grin on them. You can check it out on ESPN Plus, same for every other game. Or if you're feeling local, SCRI for our boys down in the in Florida in the Panhandle, or for our Yinzer Nation, you can check it out on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Yes. Now then, coming up later on this evening, first and foremost over at the Fortress, we got the Lightning and the Golden Knights.
Yep. You can check it out on SCRI once the Panthers game is done for our boys in the Panhandle, or for our boys in Vegas. You can check it out on FanDuel Sports. Actually, Southwest. Yeah, FanDuel Sports Southwest.
I think Vegas has a different media deal.
Or maybe Tampa actually has it. FanDuel Sports South. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Tampa has FanDuel Sports. I think Vegas Station is their home station, by the way, is KMCC out of Utah. I'm out of Las Vegas.
Gotcha.
That's a local TV
Yeah,
station.
we know it used to be Valley Sports Southwest, but due to contracts and all that stuff, it's now FanDuel Sports Southwest.
Yeah. Also, let me go ahead and bring this up. Carolina, who is recovering from that beatdown they had over in Los Angeles, got to go across the street to the Honda Center to face the Ducks.
Yep, that's going to be on Victory, FanDuel Sports South for our Carolina boys, and KTTV.
And also the nightcap. Oh, by the way, we just got to change the score. Penguins now lead the Panthers 3-2.
Oh boy! Here comes the
Oh
sweats.
boy! And
yeah. Also, and the nightcap, by the way, at the arena formerly known as the Staples Center, we got the Bruins and the Kings.
Yep, that'll be on NESN for our man Gurok, and FanDuel Sports West for our boys out in the West Coast.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is that time.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg? Meow. Meow. Meow.
I can't stop loving that.
Let me go ahead and run through some scores real quick before we close at the bar and before Brandon wants to drink out of a whole pitcher of beer. Just bring this up real quick. Right now in the second half, late in the second half, on the men's college basketball front, as part of March Madness, Kentucky is leading Illinois 74-62. That game is late in the second half. At halftime, Alabama is leading St. Mary's 42-29. Yeah, so that game is at halftime. This game is just getting underway here. Colorado State is leading Maryland 12-8. So so pay close attention to that game. Should be very, very most intriguing. That is if you're interested. Duke, by the way, they defeated Baylor 89-66. We brought that up earlier. And Florida defeated UConn 77-75. We brought that up earlier too. The late games that's coming up, Ole Miss and Iowa State, New Mexico and Michigan State. That's still coming up in Oregon and Arizona. That's on the men's side. On the women's side, just going through these scores real quick. So far on the women's side, late in the third quarter, TCU's leading Louisville 56-38. As we brought up these scores, we brought these scores up earlier, but just to remind you all, South Carolina defeated Indiana 64-53. Duke defeated Oregon 59-53. Notre Dame defeated Michigan 76-55. Kansas State defeated Kentucky 80-79, and Ole Miss defeated Baylor 69-63. So a lot of action. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us here this evening. First and foremost, we understand. We know that. Go ahead, Garrick. So since you're not going to be here,
Tuesday, I'm not. I've got my my Zoom group on Tuesday, so I won't be here. So a few things that you guys can talk about that I won't be here. So there will be some rule change. So the UFL will be kicking off this weekend. Reggie Barlow will not be there. He is taking a job to be the head coach of Tennessee State.
Yes, I do believe he was the head. I know he was the head coach of DC.
Yeah, he was
last season.
And
hold on. Let me also bring this up. Better be on the lookout because the guy who was behind the Bounty Gate in New Orleans could get the job. Greg Williams.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Oh God! Look, if he actually doesn't do anything stupid or controversial, I'll be like, congrats to him. He's actually making a good comeback.
Yeah.
Kirsty Coventry has been elected as the new IOC president of the IOC. She'll take the job sometime this year once Thomas Bach steps down. Thiago Motta sacked from Juve after a few disappointing losses, getting knocked out of the Champions League by PSV.
So hold on, Garrick. So this happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah. And speaking of, Japan, it has become the first team to punch their ticket into the World Cup. They're, after pretty much throttling Bahrain the other night 2-0. The USL becoming the first entity to implement a promotion and relegation system in the United States. That is going to be pretty exciting times.
Well, hold on, wait a minute, wait. Now this is most intriguing because we don't see Sports League do this.
No.
Imagine if I'm going to say this now. Imagine if if MLS decides to follow up with what the USL is doing, and we actually get that.
Do you know how many markets gonna be pissed off if we did?
Yeah, maybe. And it's quite funny that the USMNT, they've crashed out of the CONCACAF Nations League. Beat in the 94th minute by Panama. And now, in the consolation game, they are down 2-1 to Canada.
Well,
yeah, so not looking good. Not looking good as a warm up to the World Cups for the U.S. So
yeah,
that and the NHL is potentially reevaluating the All-Star Game format after the success of the Four Nations face-off, which was inevitable. Let's face it. And of course, the Celtics have new ownership.
Yeah, I was about to say also the NHL is. I just saw a report saying that a billionaire in Houston wants to get an NHL team down there.
Yeah. He wants to bring an NHL franchise down to H-Town.
Okay,
and we'll see how that goes. And
let's just hope they don't do any expansion. Just wait for 5 to 10 years on down the road.
Yep. But that's about it, and that's all I've got.
All right, then.
So what did we learn today? Oh, simple. If you want to be aggressive on the basketball court, make sure you don't pull your player's hair.
Yeah, I just want to see something real quick. Is this what Jose played on Tuesday?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, like I said, we're in the opera. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us here this evening. First and foremost, if you like what you see, subscribe to our channel, like this video, share this video, and when you do subscribe to our channel, please hit the bell. Oh, sorry. Here we go. So that you would know whenever we stream. I want to thank Zach. I want to thank Gurk. I want to thank Jamal. I want to thank Eddie for joining us here this evening. I'll tell you what, fellas, this March Madness has been crazy, and now hockey is getting into the mix. College hockey is getting into the mix. So it should be very, very most intriguing. It should be very, very fun. Something tells me. We know the feeling. We know the feeling.
We know
the feeling. Yes. What can I say? We do what do we learn on the show tonight, quick? Anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us here this evening. All right, then, Jacob, go ahead and take us home.
Okay, then. This has been a good episode to say the least. And a good way to finish off the week that is this March. It's safe to say March Madness has been living up to expectations. Well, depending on who you ask and what brackets are you looking at. But nonetheless, the sports world is about to kick into a new gear because, ladies and gentlemen, we're now in the single digits, and we're now just under 5 days away from opening day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are now 5 days away from opening day of Major League Baseball, and that's this week, boys. That's this Friday night. It's gonna open the doors to the 2025 Major League season. As well, for a lot of teams, they're gonna be looking to see if they can finally take down the monster that is the LA Dodgers. For others,
Hold on, Jacob. I believe that's Thursday. The season's going to open.
okay, so we're 4 days away.
Yes.
Yeah, and for other teams, they're looking to try to get themselves out of a gutter. Well, except for one, that is of course the Athletics. They're just doing a deep rebuild, whatever rebuild they're doing. Well, meanwhile, in the MLB on the basketball course, the road to the playoffs continue to march, and we will find out who will be dancing for the right to hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy. And of course, we talked about the Sweet 16 will be getting ready to go for the men's, and the women's will continue with their second round matchups. So it's going to get good on the board. And of course, in the NHL, we'll find out who will be joining Washington on the march to the Stanley Cup playoffs. And will Ovi finally surpass Wayne Gretzky as the greatest goal scorer of all time? We'll have to see what happens. But trust me when I say this, you don't want to miss out. Because if you like what you saw with episode 9 of the Happy Hour, please come on by on Tuesdays and every Tuesday to get with the VWU Sports Podcast. And if you like what you saw, then please do us all a favor and subscribe to the VWU Sports Podcast channel. And if you like what you saw with episode 9, then like this video and share it across all social media platforms. Now, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. We don't touch Instagram or TikTok for 2 reasons. One, Instagram is too toxic even for us, and two, TikTok is, well, TikTok. And if you want to know when we go live, like I said, every Sunday and every Tuesday, 6 Eastern, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific on our YouTube channel. Then do us all a favor and hit the bell, and you'll be notified when we go live. Until then, we need to go rest up and finish up the madness for the men and get ready for the Sweet 16 for the men, and continue on the round of 32 for the women. And trust me when I say this, the madness will continue until we see who cuts down the next in their respective cities. Until then, for our boys, Gurok, Zach, Lobo, and Jamal, and of course, Cody. For our main man, for our boy Brandon and Carter, this is Big JB. We are signing off. We will see you guys this Tuesday for episode 167 of the VW Sports Podcast. Until then, y'all stay safe and have yourselves a good night, everybody.
Bye.